Welcome to Wakizashi's Teahouse, Gray's Pick and Mix. Hey, hello, good evening from Japan. This is Gray over at Wakizashi's Teahouse. How are you doing? Are you good? Are you genki? I hope so.
Hey,
I'm pretty good, thanks.
Good evening from
Japan. This is Gray over at Wakizashi's Teahouse. How's that? Is that better? Fixed it. Yes, okay, good job. I checked the chat. Thank you so much for that. That's brilliant. I appreciate it. Oh, man. So, have you read anything good this week? Tom, do let me know in the chat if you're still there. That'd be cool. I'd love to hear. I don't know, mate. It's been a bit of a quiet week for me, personally. But yeah, let's have a look. Okay, let's start sharing the screen. To do that, we have to make Gray very small, very tiny. Over there. Okay, you don't want to see the YouTube screen. Let's get to new comics from last week, from the week of November 28th, 29th, starting. Here we go. Yes, how's that? That looking good? Okay. And I want to briefly, want to talk about, as I say, look at this here, the top row. You've got some big releases, but I've read two from the top row. Didn't really catch my eye, as it were, catch my imagination. There was Action Comics, issue 1059. The main story in that was pretty good. The Phil Kennedy Johnson, that's been okay, but there were two backup stories. The second backup story was a waste of time, in my opinion. It was like a bubble bath selfie story starring, who was it? I don't even care anymore. John Kent and Jay Nakamura. And the second backup story was a Superman of China story by Jean Luen Yang. It was okay, nothing special. And also I read The Flash issue 3. Mamma mia, what is going on with that? Does anybody know? It's, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like the worst version of Grant Morrison, if you know what I mean. Because I like Grant Morrison. I'm a fan, especially of his earlier works. This feels so much like Si Spurrier trying to be Grant Morrison, but he forgets to write a good story with compelling characters. So yeah, that might help, when you're writing a comic book story and trying to be weird and wacky. But it just feels like being weird and wacky for the sake of it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but hey, this is just my opinion. From looking at the reviews it's been getting, it seems to be doing really well. Isn't that strange? Most people that I've seen are raving about it, but this is on the main review sites like Comic Book Roundup and, of course, League of Comic Book Geeks, which I'm using to share here. Okay, I'm just putting it up on my phone so I can get the chat. See everyone. Detective Comics was great, Tom says. Okay, cool. I need to catch up on that. Again, I've been hearing mixed things with it. Some people seem to really like the way it's going, the direction it's going at the moment. And they've told me things have picked up since they started the newish story arc. I lost track a long time ago. But I did read where was it? Not this latest issue. Is it coming out weekly at the moment? It seems like there's so many issues of Detective Comics coming out. Unless it was an annual that popped up as well. But I really like the way that Ram V was writing Catwoman. It felt like the first time we've had Catwoman written well for a long time. So yeah. Fearmonix here. Moon Knight was pretty fun. Okay. Moon Knight. Again, it's one of those comics that it gets a lot of praise, but I just never got into it. The latest run. I've read Moon Knight in the past and I've enjoyed it, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. The Flash is out there. It's really out there. And yeah, mate, I'm skeptical of the scores on League of Comic Book Geeks 2. Should we have a little look for a laugh? Here we go. Let's scroll down and see what people are saying. So we open up with a couple of, with a 4-star and a 5-star. I absolutely loved this issue. I'm a huge fan of cosmic stories, so I was on board from the start. But man, the way things unfold here is so engaging. Really? This is what this reviewer is saying. The reviewer goes on to say that some people were hesitant about Wally going on a cosmic adventure, but I feel like this issue can clear up some of those doubts. Also, I love the paneling, the art, yeah. Now that's been getting mixed reviews again. Mike Deodato, is it? He's got a very individual, shall we say, unique style, and it's going down well with some, but I thought this issue at times looked a bit rushed. There were some strange perspectives, strange body shapes. Hey, maybe they were meant to be. Yeah, so that's a big positive there. I actually skipped the top one. The top review says, I feel like I'm in the minority because I see many people saying they're planning to drop it. But I might pick up the physical copy or wait until the trade is out. There we go. So, okay, so people talking about dropping it, are they? I try to follow the rule that Jim from Weird Science Comics talks about. It's like give a new series or a relaunch, give it at least three issues, you know. You can't really, sometimes it takes a couple of issues for the writer to find the feet or the artist or whoever. So, but 3 issues of The Flash and it's like, man, it was a chore. I didn't even finish this latest issue. I was about halfway through, and then I started to skim read it because it was so verbose, like very narration heavy and lots of characters standing around explaining things. That's how it felt. A little bit of fun action, a little bit of interesting weird space action, but yeah, it was one of those issues where you think, how many pages have I been reading here? It feels like it's like a double length issue because it's been going on so long, but it's not. It's just a standard issue. Hey, Melvin. Good morning, everybody. He says, it's good to see you, mate. Thank you for dropping in. It's late. Well, not late. It's, what time are we on? 8:08 p.m. here over in Japan on a Monday evening. So great to see you. DJ Roddy G, thumbs up in the chat. Awesome. So yeah, The Flash, I'm sorry, but it's not a recommend. It's just got really, really strange. But hey, as I say, there are a lot of people out there who are enjoying it. So if you are, go for it. Don't worry about me. What's my opinion worth, eh? Okay, let me get back. So you were recommending Moon Knight was good, yeah? Wow, that's up to 29 now. Issue 29 of Moon Knight, amazing. I've had some buddies talking about Something is Killing the Children. That was issue 35, but I'm not reading it. Green Arrow 6 came out, but again, I've dropped that as well. Let's go on to the next row. Row 2, we have Predator versus Wolverine issue 3. Now, I did read this with Jim, reviewed it on his channel, and it was good. It was decent. I gave it like 3.5 out of 5, so call it a 7 out of 10. Time to Bleed. It was a pretty gruesome chapter. No major spoilers, but you've got these different timelines being played out in the issue. It jumps around a little bit from the when Wolverine was being created, basically, or being adamantiumed. Is that what you say? Also to the Weapon X time, and is it Team? Oh, I'm forgetting the names now. Team X. Oh my god. Anyway, at one point we've got the Predator has come and has found Wolverine while Wolverine's being basically healing on a table or being rebuilt or something, and he starts doing a kind of autopsy on him. It's really weird, and he sprays this kind of weird acid spray in Wolverine's mouth while he's unconscious. I think he's just starting to wake up, and it melts off his face. It's like he ends up looking like a Terminator skull. It was weird. It was quite cool, but yeah. So yeah, enjoyed that. I thought the last issue 2, was better. That was really cool. Issue 2 had a great Arnie Predator movie scene in it. Is it TMX? Yeah, TMX were in that. They were cool. And this latest issue, they also kind of flash back to Japan with is it Muramasa? And that felt a bit tacked on at the end, but it was nice to see the Japanese scenes. And they use different artists for each of these timelines, so that can be a little bit jarring. You're moving around in different styles. But people saying, wow, fantastic storyline. That sword fight is going to be one to remember. Okay, a good issue. Me too. I was kind of disappointed with the Weapon X stuff. Yeah, me too. I agree. Here we go. Yeah, it's getting really good scores there, isn't it? They're all very high. Okay. This issue went hard. The Weapon X stuff was cool. Okay, good. So, if you weren't sure about it, maybe give it a look. I think, as far as I know, this is a limited. It's like a mini-series, isn't it? But the only drawback, the only downer is, it's $5.99. Jesus, I forgot about that. Wow. That's a bit pricey. Do you remember when comics used to be $2.99? They were drawing the line at $2.99. Spawn comics still are. Now it's $3, $4, $5. Yo, Barmy's in the chat. How you doing, man? Thanks for the waffles. Fearmonic saying it's early as PS here. I probably wouldn't make it to the stream if it wasn't for my fuzzy vacuum cleaners screaming for brekkie. What are you talking about? Are they cats or dogs? Not children. I'm sorry if they're children. Swan Songs 5 is really good, says Tom. The writer. Oh yeah, W. Maxwell Prince. He's the Ice Cream Man writer, isn't he? I like Ice Cream Man, by the way. Talks about heavy-hitting topics. This issue was about depression and about returning to the child within through reading comics. That helps. That can help. That's one of the reasons why I do it. I don't know about you guys in the chat. It's, you know, kind of going back to the child within, or I don't even know what. Yeah, of course I love the art. That was the main reason I got into comics to begin with. It was the art. It was the main thing. But I'm trying to think now, like, what am I trying to say? Unleashing the child within. It sounds a bit weird. But yeah, just to get caught up in a story, you know, having fun, a little bit of escapist entertainment. That's what I think we all need at the moment. That's what we look for, isn't it? In our hobbies, our culture, our pop culture anyway. So yeah, but as I was saying in last week's show, these days I'm feeling like it's getting harder and harder to find the good things to talk about unless you're going back into the past. And you know, I want to keep up with new comics too. You know, I want there to be great new comics coming out. Like Conan, as I said this week. Conan was awesome. Sorry, last week. That was so good. What a great issue. Okay. I did actually read The Penguin. Someone lent me a review copy of that. The Penguin issue 4. Not wanting to upset the Tom King fans because I know they are very loyal. And hey, I used to like his early stuff, but I don't know. This was it was more about Penguin's ex-wife and Penguin. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I'm not even sure what kind of story Tom King's going for in this. It's been a bit strange, but it seems to be really highly reviewed, highly rated. Lots of 4 out of 5s, 4.5s. Let's just have a look at one of these random reviews and see what somebody says. This reviewer here says, this isn't quite top tier Tom King, but it's pretty damn good regardless. I like how the narration's jumping around between characters, giving a fun mix of perspectives. And we get some strong characterization for Cobblepot, The Help, and Lisa St. Clair. Okay. Yeah, the art is good by Rafael de la Torre. Is it? Oh, Rafael de la Torre. I was getting mixed up with Roberto del Toro from Conan, from the last Conan story arc. It's Doug Braithwaite now has taken over. DJ, Roddy G, rumour has it that I have Punk Waddle booked tonight, barring any Arctic storm. Oh, great, mate. Are you streaming with Punk Waddle later on? 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. Or sorry, should I say Eastern Winter Time? Cool, man. And Fearmonic, yeah, I've got four cats. 4 cats grey, or are they 4 grey cats? No, I'm joking. Wow, you must be a very busy man with those 4 cats. Interesting comment here that we don't normally hear about this, but someone's pointing out just the lettering in this comic, in the Penguin comic, is some of the most inventive in Big 2 comics. There we go. Clayton Cowles, I guess, is it? Yeah. Okay, so anyone reading the Penguin? I hope I've not upset any listeners if you're huge Tom King fans, but you know, I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm just not really digging the story. I'd love to see him do like a kind of Penguin year 1, or you know, go back to the old style Penguin. That'd be cool for a bit. But his take is, let's say, it's different, it's interesting. But maybe not my cup of tea. In the tea house. Where are we? Okay. Just going through the ones that I've read. Not really saying none of these are recommends yet, I'm afraid. Only the Conan. X-Men Blue Origins, I've heard some kind of what's the word? Rumours about that, shall we say? That it's a bit divisive. It's retconned Mystique and Nightcrawler's origin. Nightcrawler's origin, basically. So I think they were talking about it on the Thinking Critical channel on Saturday. I hadn't read it. I'd just seen some of the art, and I've heard about some of the panels. And yeah, anyway. Cy Spurrier. I was quite enjoying his Uncanny Spider-Man. But instead of putting this story into Uncanny Spider-Man issue 5, they decided to bring out a single $5.99 priced X-Men Origins Blue issue just for that. Ah, Marvel, what you like. Amazing Spider-Man Gang War First Strike. As you know, I've dropped it. I've dropped Spidey. Just had enough of Zeb Wells. And that is Zeb Wells and Cody Ziegler. So there's a bit of Miles Morales action in there. And while I've got nothing against Miles Morales, there was one particularly jarring page where you've got Miles lecturing Peter Parker, Spider-Man of course he would be, lecturing him for, on his, basically about responsibility, the power of, the importance of responsibility and all that. And yeah, he was having a go because Peter had been lost in time, for 6 months, whatever it was, when he was on that crazy storyline in the other dimension where time passes differently. So yeah, if you want to see Peter Parker Spider-Man getting lectured by Miles Morales, maybe pick it up. But yeah, I'm just out. I'm out of Spider-Man. Okay, lots of good talk about Titans Beast World issue 1, but I'm just not a fan of the characters. I've never got into Titans, and it's Tom Taylor. I know, don't kill me, I know. But I've been hearing very good things, that's what I was going to say. I think Wes really enjoyed it. I think Jim enjoyed it. So people whose tastes I respect are saying it's very, very good. It's got some beautiful art by, is it Ivan Reis or Rice? Reis? Yeah, really good art. But I don't know, I'm just not a fan. Heresy, Graham, heresy, Gray. Let's just look at 2 random reviews. The first one says, is it just me, or do Tom Taylor books tend to become really well written when world-ending apocalypses are involved? Okay. And really enjoyed this. Good strong star. I'm here for the Starfire big moments. I couldn't be more excited to see her plot and Brother Eternity's past, plus Raven having to deal with Dr. Hate. There we go. They're all very, very positive. I'm just scrolling down quickly. No, nothing below 3 stars. There's only one 3-star review. Let's have a look what they say. It's warning about spoilers, but let's have a look. See if it's controversial. Okay, this reviewer says, there must be something wrong with me. I just can't get past the Gar Raven thing. It feels so off. I guess I'm old. Hey, you're talking to the right person then. It also turned me off a bit that we have this huge corporate thing that travels to a moon so far away from Earth, looking to find a haven for people to live after we've ruined the Earth. Oh, there we go. Tom Taylor, he loves talking about the environment, doesn't he? Climate change. Okay, yeah, so as I say, sorry, I'm just not reading it. But if you are, do let me know. Is it worth a dive into? Let's have a look. Let's catch you with a chat. Oh, cool, guys. You're having a good chat with each other. That's awesome. I'm sure they are a handful for a monarch. I don't know how you handle it. And I do like cats, but I have a cat allergy. I get all sneezy and itchy-eyed. I used to have asthma when I was a kid, so yeah. I was okay with dogs for some reason, but cats used to set me off. Cats and feathers. Not a great combi. Okay, let's go back. Go back. So I'm going down to the 3rd row now. Down 2. We still haven't got to Conan yet. He's on the 4th row. How dare Conan be down there? I didn't read any of these. The Alan Scott Green Lantern by Timmy Sheridan is a hard pass. Okay, let's get down. 2. Here it is. Here's Conan. Now, I haven't checked since I dropped my review. I did it quite early. I've not checked if there's, are people reading it, do you think? Are people buying it? I hope so. Is it getting reviewed? Let's have a quick look down here. Okay, yes, there are. There are a few reviews there. There's some review by a weirdo called Wakizashi33 here. Oh my goodness. That's me. Let's see what Gray had to say. New story arc begins in this issue. Jim Zub is clearly having a blast writing Conan again, and his writing is top notch. Artist Doug Braithwaite does a great job with some very detailed panels. Yes, it's a change in style from the wonderful Roberto de la Torre, but it still looks great to me. There is a lot going on in this issue, and it builds to a big cliffhanger. I love the variant covers by both De La Torre and Rebecca Puebla. Rebecca Puebla's cover is awesome. Wait till you see it. Those beautiful, striking eyes. Let me go back to the... Oh my goodness. I gotta go back now. Go back to the issue page. I want to show you that cover, that variant cover. I think this is meant to be Belit. Is it Belit or Belit? Look at those eyes. I can't make them any bigger. Wow. That's a gorgeous cover. Really nice. It's who publishes Conan right now, says Rogue Thinker. It's Titan, believe it or not. Titan Books, Titan Comics. They're doing Conan the Barbarian and oh my goodness, I've forgotten. They were doing the Blade Runner comics, which have been pretty good recently, like over the last couple of years, like Blade Runner 2019. 2029, or different settings, time settings. My Conan had some of the ink rubbed off of the cover, says Fear Monarch. I didn't even notice until I was home, about to bag it. Oh my goodness. Conan has been excellent, Tom, hasn't it? Yeah, really, really good. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. I'm sure Titan are doing something else, which is quite a big title, but should we have a quick look? Let's have a look, shall we? Titan Books. Click on there. Let's see what's... Okay, new comics or titles. Oh god, if I click titles, there'll be 100. 100,000 will come up. Oh no, that was a mistake. Go back. New comics, how about that? No new comics matching these filters at this time. Okay, fair enough. Current titles, here we go. Blade Runner 2039. They're doing... Oh my god, they've got a Doctor Who comic book. Oh, a free comic book coming out. Dark Souls, Dead by Daylight, Bloodborne. Sound like games titles to me, and I'm not a gamer, so forgive me. They've also got Savage Sword of Conan series, which is starting in 2024. I'll be looking forward to that. The first issue is due out in February, the end of February, Feb 28th, 2024. But with it being a first issue, it's going to be, I guess it's going to be a double size and charging $6.99 for it. Wow, that's a lot of money. But I think the same thing happened with Conan, and the first issue was a higher price, but then they went to $3.99 since the first one. Oh, nice cover. Look at that. What do you think? Are you tempted? If you like Conan the Barbarian, what will be different about Savage Sword of Conan? That's the question. Are they going to publish it like a magazine size, like Marvel used to? There's a Gerardo Zaffino variant there. There's a Godzilla variant. What's going on there? By Max von Fafner. And then the main cover. Who? Let's just check. I have to go back to the credits for this. Who is the cover artist? Joe Jusko. Jusko. Jusko, sorry. No offense to Joe, but Jusko is the name of oh my god, a Japanese supermarket. Just made me laugh. Right. Okay. So that was it for last week, I think. If I missed anything, I do apologise, but it was, for me, it was mainly Conan. And oh my god, I'm sure there was one more that I wanted to shout out at least. Just going down. No, I don't think so. Oh my gosh. No. Oh well. That's pretty poor, isn't it? One recommend from last week. I read Howard the Duck, by the way, the special 50th anniversary. It was not good. Not good at all. Batman Echoes issue 1, Batman 89 should say Echoes, was alright. Kind of average. And that is that. Oh, here we go. I got it. Giant Robot Hellboy. Still haven't put my review up, but yes, very good. It's a big recommend. It's Mike Mignola and Duncan Fegredo on art. So yeah, any Hellboy fans out there, it's only going to be a 3-part series. This is issue 2 of 3. So that's a recommend. Okay, let's have a look. I just want it being magazine sized. Yeah, feel about it. Same, yeah. Same. Okay, Melvin, you're saying that Rebecca Puebla did a set of variants on the most recent James Bond, the 007 series. Cool. Awesome art, yeah. Yeah, she kind of came out of nowhere for me, so looking very, very good. Okay, should we get to the new releases for this week? What is coming out this week? Anything good? There are some big titles this week. Yes. So let me just double check everything's okay. Back there. Looking good. All right. Yes, coming through 5x5. So, as I was saying, big titles. You've got the new issue of Batman and the new issue of Amazing Spider-Man, both dropping. Look at this, though. This is Marvel. $5.99 for Spider-Man. Why? Let's click on it. Let's have a look. Batman's $4.99 regularly now anyway, and Spider-Man had gone up to $4.99 the last 2 issues, but this one they've added another $1. Why? It says 36 pages, but I doubt there are 36 pages of story. Legacy issue 933, so it's nothing special. It's because Gang War, isn't it? Gang War kicks off here. Super crime is running rampant, and Spider-Man can't solve just one problem at a time. So, Spidey builds a team to take down all the super criminals of New York City in 48 hours. Good luck, Spidey! That's the blurb. There we go. But yeah, $6, man. Come off it. Nice cover, though, but that's John Romita Jr., isn't it? So look at some of the variants. Oh, a Disney variant. Oh, it's gone very small. Oh my gosh. Alan Quah variant. Look at that. Whoa. A Deadpool take on the awesome Todd McFarlane issue 300 cover. Not another homage. I was going to say homage then. Homage? What's that? Not another homage. Should have a look at, a different one. A variant colour there. Then we go really small again. Oh dear. Leslie Lee. And there's a Disney one with this time coloured in. I mean, it's quite cool, but not as in Disney. There's a Stegman wraparound. There's a lot. How many are there here? Let's have a scroll down. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 variant covers, including a tactical suit variant. Is that from the game? Sorry, I can't make this bigger. Wow. Anybody in the chat still buying Spidey or still reading Spidey? Do let me know. At least it got bigger for that. Indeed. Indeed it did. We also have the new issue of X-Men if you're reading X-Men, so that's out. But as you can see, none of these are listed as a pull for Grey. Venom 28, Poison Ivy 17, Fantastic Four 14, The Avengers 8, and then here's my first pull of the week, Transformers issue 3. So the new issue of Transformers is out. $3.99, Daniel Warren Johnson, colours by Mike Spicer. Outnumbered and overpowered, it's time for the Autobots to stand their ground as Optimus Prime goes toe-to-toe with Skywarp. I nearly read that as Skyrap then, like W-R-A-P. Skywarp. Pretty cool cover. It says there are 5. Let's go through them. That's Daniel Warren Johnson. There's a variant with art by Taurin Clark. Wow. Orlando Arathena variant there. It's a bit weird. Matthias Bergara. Matthias Bergara variant. Wow, you got the close-up there of the heads. Transformers. Face Off. Facing Off. And a Nick Dragota variant. Okay. Are you guys in the chat? Are you reading Transformers? Are you into it? What do you think so far, if you are? They underordered issue 2 for Transformers at my shop, says Fearmonic. So I got the B cover for my pull and I went back. And I'm like, buddy, I need the A cover for 3. Yes, the A cover looks awesome. That cover is fire. Prime ripping sound waves. Chest off. Amazing. Can't wait, right? Oh, that's cool. Okay, we'll scroll down to the next row. I've got a couple of pulls. I'm still going for Daredevil. I'm giving Saladin Armin a chance. Daredevil issue 4 comes out. It's Daredevil versus Bullseye by the looks of the cover. We've got Shazam issue 6, which has been good. The new Birds of Prey series hits issue 4. And here we go. King Spawn, issue 28. Man, 28, still going. And still reading. I do like that cover, actually. I wonder who's that by? That's by Z or Z Carlos. Main cover. Bit of a McFarlane feel to it a little bit. And we got a variant by, where are we? A Vargas variant. Marcial Toldano Vargas. Wow. Are you reading any of the Spawn comics still? $2.99? Still $2.99. Todd McFarlane holding the line at $2.99. Spawn has been making his way through the horrifying landscape, traversing the lesser-used pathways of the afterworld. Unfortunately for him, something truly dark and evil has been waiting for him there. It's got really good art by Javier Fernandez. He's been great so far. Yeah, okay, anyway, back to the new releases. King Spawn, yeah. Tom, great cover art and a fun story. I've been enjoying it. Been enjoying it since the beginning. Fearmonic says, I want to see a time where they turn into like an iPod or something, because cassette tapes stand out now. I know. It's kind of funny, isn't it? It's kind of cute as well. I used to be a big cassette tape person, because as you know, I'm old. Okay, we get down to row 3. We have the new issue of Sacrifices. It's already up to issue 5. That has been good. If you like your fantasy, weird fantasy. Rick Remender and Max Fiumara on art. So that is a recommend. I've put this down as a want to read. I'm curious. Let's click on it. Have a look at this. We've got a Batman Santa Claus Silent Night issue 1 coming out. Now, do you know the writer? Because the name doesn't ring a bell with me, but I'm not very clever. So it's Jeff Parker is the writer. Michael or Michelle Bandini is on art. And let's just read through this blurb. See what it's about. It's a great cover, by the way, by Dan Mora there. Look at that. Dan Mora art. Instantly recognizable. The Dark Knight partners with a not-so-jolly Saint Nick as Santa Claus is coming to town. This 4-part crossover event of a generation begins when a not-so-jolly Saint Nick hits Gotham City to investigate a brutal crime in the days leading up to Christmas. What manner of man or beast could have committed such atrocities? Wow, sounds a bit serious, doesn't it? With the help of his former student, Batman, Santa will team up with the heroes of the DC universe to right this wrong, or the world wakes up to coal in their stockings. A brutal, two-fisted holiday tale of hope, wonder, and monster hunting is the perfect treat to ring in the holidays. It's Claus in canon. That's what they say. It just sounds wacky enough to be cool, and it could be really good. I mean, it could be a nightmare as well, but it could be awesome. What do you think? A bit Silver Age silliness, or could be. So that's a Dan Mora cover. Man, I would pick that up. $3.99, by the way. Got a Derek Chew, a cardstock variant. Wow, with a very sexy looking Zatanna on a sweating Santa Claus's lap. We also have an Otto Schmidt cardstock variant. Pays homage to Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, right? Oh my god, Ben Oliver rub and smell variant. Jesus. It's a bit bloody, that, for, looks like Bad Santa, doesn't it, or something? Or one of the old what are they, Christmas horror movies. Silent Night, is it? Jingle Bell, I can't remember now. And there is also a Tony Chastain variant cover. What is Santa doing there? He's sharpening his sword blade. Oh my goodness. Hey, shout out to Purple Valkyrie in the chat. Good morning, great to see you. I hope you're good, hope you're Genki. Hey, says Fearmonic, at least we know Santa's back, facing in that Dark Knight homage. Yeah, right, I saw that about the silhouette and stuff, and yeah, it was interesting. Jingle bells, Batman smells, as DJ Ronnie G. And Fearmonic, okay, you finally caught up with the Sacrifices. What a blast. It's been really good, hasn't it? Good fantasy comic book, but like weird fantasy. Yeah, I'm liking it. There is also another Dan Murrah cover, a variant to the main one. That's pretty dope. Look at that. And there's the main cover again. Yeah, big fan of his art, Dan Murrah. So cool. He's on Shazam at the moment. In case you wonder where he's gone. He's not on World's Finest right now. He's on Shazam. Okay, let's get back to the new comics. So yeah, it could be good. Again, it could be a mess. We just don't know, do we, at this point in time? You know what I'm like. I'm a trusting, optimistic fool. I'm going to give DC, probably give him a chance because it's Christmas. I want to get into the Christmas feeling. Okay, just a couple more to go through. Scroll down to issue 2 of Superman 78, The Metal Curtain. It's set in the Richard Donner, the movie, Christopher Reeve, the universe. It's been good. The art's not as good as the last miniseries, but Robert Venditti's writing this, and I thought it was a pretty strong opening issue. The Iron Fist of Metallo. Superman brings Lois to the Fortress of Solitude for a private interview. Say no more. Meanwhile, the Russians launch their first assault with their mighty Metallo, in hopes of drawing the Man of Steel out into the open. Witness as the power of the people breaks Superman. So yeah, the artist is Gavin Goudry, I think, or Guidry. I think he's done this cover. This is a style. I thought it was okay. It got a little bit of criticism, but I thought it was all right. There's a variant by Michael Cho, and we have one more by Max Dunbar. Lois looks good there, but I'm not sure about the version of Superman he's drawn. Superman 78, The Metal Curtain. So I think Russia have got their hands on some kryptonite and they're going to unleash kryptonite-powered Metallo. So there we go. Might be worth a look if you're looking for some kind of old style, good, simple storytelling. And here's a possible, here's an indie rec from Mark Miller. Mark Miller was talking about this series. Issue 1 dropped. It's a vampire series. Blood Commandment issue 2 comes out. And it's written and drawn. Well, the art, everything's done by, here we go, try and pronounce his name, Gray. Simon Kudransky, or it could be, it's Szymon, so it could be Sizmon, sorry. Kudransky. A rash of strange occurrences in a small town near Ezra's property leads the local sheriff to investigate. Dead animals, missing people, something evil is drawing closer. And it won't be long before it sniffs out Ezra's scent. So yeah, maybe worth a look. If you're looking for a horror comic. It was good, the first issue was, it looks amazing. Story was okay, I thought, pretty good. But, you know, there have been a lot of vampire stories, a lot of vampire comics. So the question is, do we need another one? Mark Miller seemed to think so. He was shouting it out. Okay, guess what, guys? You're gonna be surprised that this is actually coming out because it's been, I think, 3 or 4 months since issue 1. But do you remember Fire and Ice, based on the animated movie from I think it's the early 80s, written by Bill Willingham? Look at that cover. It's got art by Leonardo Manco. Now, from what I've heard, it's delay in the art was the reason why this has taken 3 or 4 months to come out, issue 2. But the first issue was really good, with some gorgeous art by Manco. Seriously, recommend it. Should we ever scroll through the covers quickly? Look at this one. There's a variant by the artist himself. Look at that. That's awesome. $3.99 as well. There's a Mahmoud Asrar variant here. We also have a Carrie Nord variant. A black and white one by Joseph Michael Linsner. Oh, look at that. The black and white version of that awesome Leonardo Manco variant. Look at that. I do like his style. Okay, I think you're just repeating them, aren't they? Yeah, okay, got it. It says 13 variants, but the kind of variants of each other. Oh, there was one more I missed here. A Gary Frank variant. Let's have a look at it, the last one. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's straight out of the movie. The animated movie, that's the scene where she gets kidnapped. The princess here gets kidnapped. Very, very cool. So, yeah, might be worth a look. But I'm going to have to reread issue 1 because I can't remember half of it. It's been so long since we saw it. Might be worth a look, guys and girls. Okay, we're coming up to 45 minutes. It's usually how long I go for these. I like the B cover of Fire and Ice, says Rogue Thinker. Okay, looking good, yeah. Yeah, that B cover is I almost swore then. It's rare for Grey, for Wakizashi to swear, but it is awesome. Look at that. Purple checking his naughty list, Santa, that's right. Morning, Michael. Thank you for dropping in. No, never ever apologise, mate. It's awesome to see you. I really appreciate you joining. That's cool. That's great. And great to see you. We were talking Spider-Man before. Michael, are you still reading it? Are you going to give Gang War a chance? Even though they're putting it up another $1, so it's $5.99 for Spider-Man this week. I'm out, I'm afraid. I've dropped him. I've dropped Zeb Wells. There we go. So that's it. Yeah, as I say, quite a big release week. Batman, Spidey, X-Men, 3 big titles there. We got Transformers 3. That's been received very well so far. Really good series, even though it's only been 2 issues. You got the new Daredevil coming out. Shazam, King Spawn for the Spawn fans out there. Sacrificer's Worth a Look is a really good, strong indie fantasy book. Batman, Santa Claus, Silent Night. You never know, it could be awesome. Then again, it could not, it might not be. And Superman 78 for some old style Christopher Reeve Superman universe fun. Blood Commandment possibly as a vampire story if you want a bit of horror. And Fire and Ice, there we go. Issue 2 after that long delay. Also shout out to Usagi Yojimbo. Issue 3 of Ice and Snow comes out. But I'm not happy with Dark Horse because they put the price up to $4.99 for Usagi. It was always $3.99. Hellboy has a winter special, the Yule Cat. So Fear Monarch, it could be one for you to pick up, the Yule Cat. Let's have a quick look at that before we close the show. It's not written by Mike Mignola. Okay, it's Matt Smith, not Doctor Who Matt Smith, but Matt Smith, and art by Chris O'Halloran. Hellboy travels to Reykjavik, where children are disappearing, and a giant beast has been spotted. Could it be the infamous Yule Cat of Icelandic lore? Fan favourite Hellboy artist Matt Smith writes and draws. Okay, sorry, Chris O'Halloran's doing the colours. Matt Smith is writing and drawing it. A chilly, wintry one-shot. I do usually pick these up. I like the winter specials, the Hellboy ones. So yeah, I will be trying that. I will be picking it up. There we go. There's the main cover. And we got a variant. Ooh, Minola Classic art there. Okay. Okay, let's get back to the studio. Where are we? Stop sharing that. Make grey great again. No, it just means make me bigger. Shout out everyone who's been watching. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You have a fantastic week. Enjoy your Monday if you still got it to go. I'm going to bed after this. It's really early here though. It's only 8:46, but I'm so tired. You won't believe it. I changed the car's tyres to the winter tyres on my car. I still got to do Mrs. Wakizashi's, but I was like, I'm just going to do one. I was lucky enough to finish a little bit earlier from work, so I got it done. And then I went for a quick cycle around the, we call it the Nakaumi, the local inland sea. It was very cold, but I actually got out and did a bit of exercise. That was nice, that was good. I'm feeling it now. Maybe the fresh air has knocked me out. Or it could be because I was up really late last night. I went on a crazy shoegazing nostalgia trip on YouTube, listening to old like videos, bands like Slow Dive and My Bloody Valentine. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember the names at the moment. I'm just, yeah, you know what I mean. Some really cool spacing out to indie and oh god, yeah, it was really cool. It was nice. Had a bit of a journey down memory lane, trip down memory lane. Okay, great. So where's the closer? Let's drop it. Let's stop Gray from waffling on. If anyone's watched this far on the replay, I really appreciate you watching this far, and I hope you have a good week. Hope to see you in a future video. This has been Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse, and I'm signing off for the night. Mata ne!